Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Peter Verischetti. As Chair of the Property and Facilities Committee of the University's Board of Trustees, I welcome everyone to today's public meeting. This meeting has been duly advertised as a public meeting in accordance with the Sunshine Act and is therefore open to members of the public as observers. Participation in the meeting is limited to members of the Property and Facilities Committee and to those the committee has invited in advance to take part. This meeting is being streamed on YouTube and is also being recorded. The recording will be made available via the Board of Trustees website at a later date. A quorum of voting members of the Property and Facilities Committee is present for the transaction of business at today's meeting. I would like to call the committee's attention to the minutes for the public meeting held on February 23rd, 2023, which were included in today's meeting materials. May I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Properly
Second.
moved and
Second.
seconded. Thank you. Any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The minutes as circulated stand approved. Today's agenda includes consideration of the Hillman Library renovation Phase 4. At this time, I would like to call on Dr. Dave DeYoung, Senior Vice Chancellor for Business and Operations, to review the proposed project. Dr. DeYoung?
Thank you, Pete, and good afternoon, everyone. Hillman Library is in the midst of a comprehensive phase renovation to reinvent the building's organization and services in support of the library's mission. The first three phases of renovation have been completed and are in use, providing a significant improvement to the student experience. This fourth and final phase will complete the building's renovation by upgrading approximately 100,000 square feet on the ground floor and constructing an entry atrium at the northeast corner of the building. A new stair will connect the ground and first floor levels, and the building core will be upgraded, including all restrooms and elevators. Ground floor work will include new finishes, furniture, space reconfiguration, and upgrades to mechanical, electrical, and fire protection systems. The administration is requesting authorization in the amount of $69 million to complete this project.
Thank you, Dr. DeYoung. Are there any questions or comments regarding this project?
I move it.
Properly moved. Is there a second to approve the
Second.
Hillman? Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The resolution is approved. The next item for consideration today is renovation of the Regional Biocontainment Laboratory in the Biomedical Science Tower 3. I'd like to again call on Dr. DeYoung to review this proposed project. Dr. DeYoung?
Thank you, Pete. The Regional Biocontainment Laboratory, or RBL, located within the Center for Vaccine Research, is a hub for infection biology at the University of Pittsburgh. Over the past 14 years, the infrastructure and facilities in the RBL have begun to degrade, with some reaching the end of their useful life. This project will focus on modernization of the existing space through upgrades and renovations designed to allow for continuing cutting-edge research on infectious agents of pandemic concern. The project will enhance the RBL's safety and longevity by replacing equipment, controls, fire protection, and building automation systems. The lab's operational efficiency and research capacity will also be enhanced with new energy-efficient lighting and casework reconfigurations. The administration is requesting authorization in the amount of $7.48 million to complete this project.
Thank you, Dr. DeYoung. Are there any questions or comments regarding this project?
I move it.
Properly moved.
Second.
Is there moved and seconded? Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The resolution is approved. The next item for consideration today is the Thaw Hall roof replacement. I'd like to again call on Dr. DeYoung to review the proposed project.
Thank you,
Dave?
Pete. Constructed in 1910, Thaw Hall is part of the Shenley Farms National Historic District and has been named a historic landmark by the Pittsburgh History and Landmarks Foundation. Thaw Hall is the oldest standing building designated for and owned by the university. The building's originally concrete floored, the building's original concrete roof deck that supports the copper roof has deteriorated beyond repair and must be replaced. The concrete deck will be replaced with a steel deck structure and finished with a copper exterior. To replace the roof deck, the original terracotta cornice must be removed and partially replaced, taking care to salvage the historic cornice to the greatest extent possible. The existing corrugated metal soffit at the underside of the eave will also be removed and replaced, and the granite fascia will be inspected and repaired as required. The administration is requesting authorization in the amount of $14 million to complete this project.
Are there any questions or comments regarding this project?
I move it.
Thank you, Mr. Lieberman. It's properly moved. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Barber. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The resolution is approved. The next item for consideration today is a project to provide upgrades to the Bradford campus Kessel Athletic Complex. I would again like to call on Dr. DeYoung to review the proposed project.
Thank you, Pete. The University of Pittsburgh at Bradford proposes to upgrade its Kessel Athletic Complex, a 30-acre site consisting of baseball and softball fields, 2 soccer fields, 8 tennis courts, a parking lot, and a campus maintenance and vehicle storage facility. This project will replace the main multi-purpose natural turf field with a new and safer synthetic turf field. The project will also include site work, new stormwater collection and retention systems, site walkways, fencing, field lighting, and expansion of the parking lot. Completion of this project will provide a venue comparable to other institutions in the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference and meet NCAA Division III regulations. The project will also provide a valuable tool for recruiting and retaining student athletes, an important factor in supporting campus enrollment. The administration is requesting authorization in the amount of $6.5 million to complete this project.
Thank you, Dr. DeYoung. Are there any questions?
So
on this
moved.
Properly moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The resolution is approved. Today's agenda also includes consideration of a lease at the UPMC Mercy Pavilion for the School of Medicine. This time I'd like to ask Dr. DeYoung to review the proposed lease. Dr. DeYoung?
Thank you, Pete. The School of Medicine desires to lease approximately 110,000 rentable square feet of space from UPMC Mercy in the newly constructed UPMC Mercy Pavilion located at 1622 Locust Street, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15219. The lease will enable relocation of the Department of Ophthalmology and Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation to new, expanded, and state-of-the-art space within the new facility. Strategic adjacencies between these programs within the UPMC Vision Institute and UPMC Rehabilitation Institute will enhance the translational research mission and promote operational efficiencies and accessibility for research studies and clinical trials. The administration is requesting authorization to lease this property for a term of 10 years at a total cost of $91,966,606. In doing so, we will seek to secure options for renewal subject to both parties. Suitable to both parties, excuse me.
Thank you, Dr. DeYoung. Are there any questions?
So moved.
Properly moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. The resolution is approved. Is there any new business to be brought before this committee today? Hearing none, I would like to thank you all. This meeting is now adjourned.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Dave.